Hey guys, give me 72 hours, drop me to any city in Canada, give me $100 for living expenses, and in those 3 days, I'll purchase at least one piece of real estate using none of my own cash. That was the first book that I ever read by Robert Allen. He posted it in, I believe it was the New York Times or maybe it's the LA paper. And he posted that, and he actually had a journalist take him up on the offer, and the journalist went with him. And sure enough, in 3 days, he was able to purchase, I believe he had five deals under contract using none of his own cash. And so it turned him into an overnight celebrity in a way. He became the expert in using no money down strategies, wrote books and did seminars and all that kind of stuff. And that sort of experience in that book that I read took me back to a recent experience that I had where I had an investor that I was talking with, and they were very discouraged because people were telling them that it's impossible to buy real estate. It costs so much money. You're never going to be able to afford it. Interest rates are rising. You need to put down so much money and all these other sorts of things. And it became very disheartening to me because I grew up in the age where no money down real estate was just a given. It was just understood. And I believe that people, for the most part, are what their models allow them to be in their life. And so if people haven't really grown up with this idea or been, educated in these concepts of, being able to structure deals in a way that allows you to purchase real estate without having to put down a ton of money, then people become sad. And some people might say, well, what difference does that make? Who cares? As a landlord, that just helps you, doesn't it? And maybe it's a bit nostalgic of me, but the movie with Jimmy Stewart, where he, has an alternative life and whatever else, sees what life would look like if he wasn't there. It's a Wonderful Life. And in the alternative sequence where he's taken out of the equation, the place where he grew up, instead of it being his hometown, is renamed Pottersville after the rich oligarch who had essentially taken over the town because the Bailey building and loan was not there. And there's a sequence in there where he's running through the streets and, everybody's outside partying and there's all kinds of bars and clubs and cops are everywhere. And, it just becomes chaos and pandemonium. And some people might not take that into consideration, but that speaks very loudly about society and what happens to a society when people are not grounded to their own property, to their ability to own assets. If that happens, they don't care about the crime in the community. They'll just move. If the jobs aren't there, they don't create them. They just leave. And they don't have the same level of commitment as somebody who owns property. They want to make that town or city better for them and for their family and their, community and their loved ones. And so that little sequence in Pottersville in It's a Wonderful Life, it actually is a criminological statistic. There is a very high correlation between ownership, especially home ownership, and crime rates. And so it's something to really consider as an investor, as a, wherever people are on their journey, to really look at the idea of, you know, where we want to go as a society and whether or not we want to help people become homeowners at some point, or whether we're just happy to collect rent from them. And so I really hope that people that are on their journey don't become disenfranchised by the process. You can buy real estate. It is possible. Don't listen to people that will tell you otherwise. I've had lawyers tell me that vendor takebacks are illegal. I've had real estate agents tell me this was illegal. I've had mortgage brokers tell me you can't do this. Okay? You'll get all kinds of naysayers out there that'll tell you that structuring a deal other than by conventional means is not possible. Just add the words "for them." It's not possible for them. But if you learn, educate yourself, grow, get around people who think like you can definitely buy real estate. You can definitely buy businesses. Businesses are a great thing to be able to purchase now. These people are retiring. They're baby boomers. They want to retire. Banks won't finance a lot of these businesses because they're service related. There's no assets associated with them. It's a great time to buy assets. It's a great time to buy cash flowing properties, cash flowing businesses. Don't believe the bad things that you hear out there. Opportunities are abundant, and I really hope that everyone takes advantage of them and, keeps their community in mind, and, let's move forward in the next generation. Have a terrific day.